What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Winnipeg Jets power play and a little bit of their PK as well. Game 1 of the year in the books against the Edmonton Oilers, and the power play looked incredible. That was a big focus this offseason, of course, signing 2 assistant coaches that were going to be focusing on power play and penalty kill. They had the analytics summit, and did this power play ever look good? I know we got to look at it at preseason, but that was not with, most of the time the full team against other teams, like AHL rosters. We didn't get a real NHL look, and against the Edmonton Oilers, the Jets came out and they looked really good on the power play. Now, this is very important this season because, I know it's only one game, but just like last season, Connor, Scheifele, and Vilardi didn't look very good, and the Nemesnikov, Perfetti, and Nikolai Ehlers line in Game 1 of the year against the Oilers didn't look that great either. They were, pretty unnoticeable or noticeable for the wrong reasons. However, on the power play, those guys looked really good. It was actually the bottom 6 that shined in this first one. So, hey, it's nice to have, especially if your top guys aren't going 5-on-5. If they can be going on the power play, then that's awesome. The Jets went 2 for 3 against the Oilers, and this was a spot that they really struggled in last season, almost dead last in the league at parts of the season. That's a big reason that Sean Monahan was acquired last year, Tyler Toffoli as well. Guys that just excel on the power play, give them another option, and they did very well in that role. But I almost wonder, what could have been if they had this last season, because they looked pretty lethal through one game. And again, I know it's only one game, but it was pretty impressive. So let's get on into the power play. Kyle Connor scored the 5-0 goal, which was on the power play. The white dots are the Jets here, but look how quick the puck is moving. This is the puck tracking technology they have on NHL.com. Connor snipes it. That made it 5-0, and I know it was a rout, but it was really impressive because last season it was a lot of pass to somebody. What are my options? Defenseman's clamping on me, and it's either a panic pass or a pass back to Morrissey. And then Morrissey's being pressured, no one's open, and the whole thing falls apart. They just could not get set up. I don't think the Jets had a problem setting up one time in their first game of the year. There was no dump and chase, there was no board battle taking up 20 seconds of the power play, getting everyone tired. There was nothing like that. It was just really nice, fast, moving power play that's unpredictable. What I mean by unpredictable, though, is that, of course it's fast moving and, there's a lot of moving parts here, but the players move as well. Scheifele's in that bumper position where he absolutely should be, wasn't on that spot last season. The bumper position is where he's had a ton of success in his career, but him and Ehlers actually switch at times. So sometimes you'll see Ehlers move into the bumper, Scheifele will move to the half wall, and it just mixes things up, screws up with the defense, and it makes the defense move. It makes the other team's unit move, and it just opens up lanes for the Jets. They can slide it over to Connor for a big pass. That was a big problem last year. Obviously getting that pass through because it was so predictable. It was like Connor outside there to take the shot, a Morrissey shot from the blue line, or a Vilardi shot down low. It was very predictable, very stale. This year they never know what's coming, and it's much easier for the Jets to get those passes through, as we saw with that Connor goal. Moving on to the next one here, we've got the Mark Scheifele goal, and this is what I'm talking about. Just look how much quicker this is, okay? Now, they don't dump it in here, drop to Connor, and then boom, flick it out to Vilardi, to Ehlers, and now you have all this room. Ehlers decides to shoot it there. It actually goes off Scheifele's skate and in, and that would be the Jets' 6th goal of the game. But just the movement, the unpredictability is so refreshing. This is something the Jets haven't had maybe ever since relocation. They've had some okay power plays, some good power plays, but nothing like this. This could legitimately be, top 5 in the league. Last year, I don't know what the problem was, just the system was terrible. The Jets could not get into the ozone on the power play. They could not do it no matter how much they tried. And then when they did, it was pretty disappointing, pretty bland, and the other team's PK unit kind of was just on them, knew where they were going to go with it, and it just world of a difference this season. Now, moving away from the power play for a second, we're going to be talking about the penalty kill. And last year they ran this little soft box play where it felt like anytime the guys went below the hash marks, it was, a defenseman down on his stomach trying to block a pass lane, and then they pass it back, and they'd have so much room open. I don't know. Basically what I'm saying is the Jets PK was about as soft as it possibly could have been. It was just a box that really didn't collapse, really didn't, pressure puck movers, puck carriers, anything. And they kind of just did what they wanted. And then Connor Hellebuck would have to make, 6-7 saves on that power play. So this year, totally different, much more aggressive. They're on the puck carrier, they're in their face, blocking pass lanes, and they're just being overall aggressive. This is going to lead to more goals, this is going to lead to more chances shorthanded, and ultimately this is just going to lead to just a much more improved penalty kill. You're not going to see, league worst penalty kill this year from the Jets. I can guarantee you that. We saw it a little bit in Edmonton, but we saw it throughout the preseason with Mark Scheifele and Kyle Connor killing penalties as well. So it's not always going to be, Alex Iafallo and maybe slower players out there. But they will be out there killing penalties, but they may have the, the help from a guy like Mark Scheifele, Kyle Connor, and it might set up some big opportunities going the other way. So maybe the Jets will have some more shorthanded goals this year. I feel like that's been an area that's been kind of overlooked the last few years. I don't think the Jets had very many last year. I know Adam Lowry always seems to rack up, 2 to 3 a year at least, but just felt like that was an area where the Jets really didn't have much impact last year. So I'm happy that that's been addressed, and I'm really impressed with it. I am really excited to see, though, as the year goes on, what happens, because right now I don't love the Lions, the top six especially. The bottom six balled out. Mason Appleton, sorry for all the slander lately, but he showed up with a goal and 2 assists against Edmonton. He looked really good. That third line of Adam Lowry, Niederreiter, and Appleton looked great, as they did at the beginning of last season, so I hope that continues. The bottom line looked really good with Gapari centering Iafallo and Barron, and then the top six, as I mentioned before, was just quiet. And I wondered, if we do see a move or two in the top six as the year goes on. I know it was just one game. I would like to see these guys play together for another 3-4 games maybe before maybe making too drastic of a move, but I wouldn't be shocked if we see Nick Ehlers get a sniff on the top line at some point, and maybe moving Gabe Vilardi down with Nemesnikov and Perfetti, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see what happens. But if the power play can cover for a struggling 5-on-5 team, that might just have to be it at the beginning of the year here for the Jets. They did look way more confident than I thought they were going to coming in, and I think that's the thing that I overlooked. This team has some confidence. They have some players, and they want to win some games, and it showed in that first one. And I don't know. I'm really impressed with the first game of the year. Of course, the Edmonton Oilers, no slouch, arguably cup favorites this season. And I know just one game, but it was very nice to see, because I did not expect the Jets to come up with a win, let alone a 6-0 one. But that's all I got today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, leave a comment down below what you thought about the power play and the new systems this year, with the PK, anything, let me know down below. But yeah, I'm done here, guys. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Go Jets, go. Bye-bye.